Hello for the very last time from the Tour of Britain. Today we're in Reigate. All week long the racing's got harder and harder, the weather more and more unpredictable and the crowds more and more unreal. Although this lot look pretty flesh and blood to me. By the end of today we might have achieved the Holy Grail. A British winner of the Tour of Britain for the first time in 20 years. And if that happens, well, how very 2012. The Southwest did its best, but then it always does. All eyes were on the local hero Jonathan Tiernan-Locke out on the roads that he knows best of all. The breakaway though looked ominously good. Sammy Sanchez and Ivan Basso amongst the 5 who became 10. Pablo Sojasun gobbling up mountain points, probably in vain. He had a bigger prize waiting for him though. Huge crowds roared on the race towards Dartmouth. Tiernan-Locke attacked and dragged an elite group with him, but the remains of the break were away and heading for a fast finish.
Here comes Mark de Mark going for it. He leads it out, and Sanchez gives a big cheer for Urtazan and shouts him on. He's trying to lead out his teammate. Urtazan looks like he's got good legs. Who's going to get it? Will it be? Urtazan gets it, gets his hands in the air by the narrowest of margins.
3 men are realistically in contention, you might think, with 1 stage remaining. Damiano Caruso is 3rd at 23 seconds. Nathan Haas at 18 seconds is 2nd. But they'll have to shake off the determined Jonathan Tiernan-Locke, who's just 1 stage now from overall victory. Well, what a glorious penultimate day's racing it was yesterday down in the southwest. Fantastic sunshine, huge crowds, and what a perfectly written script as well.
Yeah, well, what a wonderful day's racing we had with Sammy Sanchez and Ivan Basso in that lead move. Riding like their lives depended on it, and an absolutely superb day.
And you might question what guys like that are doing on the Tour of Britain sometimes in their big teams, big names. Ivan Basso 2 times the Tour of Italy winner, and Sammy Sanchez former Olympic champion. But any bike racer, Matt, in a race like that, in front of a crowd like that, is going to rise to the occasion, aren't they?
Yeah, I mean, they rode superbly, and sometimes riders of that kind of calibre, a race like this, have been known in the past just to sit in and go through the motions, but that certainly wasn't the case yesterday. And again, I stood and watched the finish, and to see the joy on Sammy Sanchez's face as his teammate won the stage was something to behold. And
a good day for JTL as well.
Oh yeah, JT had a superbly strong day again. Tearing the bunch up with about 10 k's to go, so yeah, he had another good day.
Okay, now I wonder if this bunch of guys have had a good day too. Earlier on today, a select few were given the chance to race up today's finish line in Guildford. An early start for a group of cycling celebrities and weekend warriors who are hoping to qualify for the knockout stages of the IG Market Uphill Challenge. 300 metres on bone-rattling cobbles up the steepest section of Guildford High Street.
Oh, it's amazing. It's such a nice experience having people cheering, because we don't normally get massive crowds at women's races, so it makes a real difference.
It's brilliant. There's nothing like it. It's such a privilege to be able to ride on closed roads for one thing, but with people cheering as well, we're just warming up for the pros coming through. Obviously, it's nice that they've got something to watch, but from my point of view, it feels like you're a pro, and it's brilliant fun.
It's 300 odd metres, but the first section onto the cobbles, that first section I'd say is about 15% gradient. So, even though it flattens out a little bit at the top, by the time you get there, your legs are heavy.
It's pretty hard. I mean, the problem with this is the better you do, the more you've got to do. So if you get through the next round, you then think, oh my God, what have I done? I've got to ride again now. So it's pretty hard.
After the early qualification, 16 riders went head-to-head off a start ramp, cheered on by huge crowds that lined the course right up to the finish line. The final paired John Johnston against Bohan Musil in a one-sided race that saw Musil sprint to glory.
It's great. I've been racing here for the 2nd time this year. I did the Guildford Crit. Brilliant, crowds. You can see so many people. It's awesome. It just pushes you up the hill a lot quicker. Really great.
Top-level road racing returns to Surrey once again after the Olympic Games road race in July. After notching up over 1,000 kilometres in the previous week, there's more